Alright, looks like things are working. And is the stream coming up on YouTube? Looks like it just might be. La-di-da. Oh, sick. Yeah, it's working. Stream settings. Stream URL. Backup server URL. So this should just... Yeah. Here. Fuck. I hate setting all this up. My shit. That. Shit. Edit. And Okay. So now things should be going as it looks like they are. Sorry for if you guys start to comment in the chat and I don't see it right away. I don't have a secondary monitor hooked up right now. Probably should do that at some point, but I don't want to go moving around tubes right now. So we'll just deal with it for now. Alright. Now if I can get to the correct window. Alright, playing American Truck Sim again. I need to turn my speakers down because I know for a fact it's going to bomb out the microphone if I don't. This game is loud when you're playing with this truck. Now what I really want to do is go to the international dealership. Oh, got some lag. I don't know why. No matter what resolution or settings I'm playing at, there's just random lag spikes in this game. I think it's something to do with Linux. I'm not sure. But they're tolerable for the most part. But what I'd really like to do right now is go over to the international dealership. I'd really want to pick up another international Paystar. They're very cheap. And I need to send one out to my second facility. But for now, it looks like we're going to, well, just take a local load or something. Something that won't take me long because it's a couple hours until the dealerships start to open up. Let me go attach my trailer here. Let's see. I think I just need to back up to get back in my garage. I'll just pull around. Yeah, I'll pull around. I wish it wasn't raining every time I go to stream on this game. It's horribly annoying, especially because it tanks performance. But I also don't want to turn it off because I like it in my own time. That's still too loud. My speakers are almost all the way down and it's still too fucking loud. It's insane. Detroit Diesels are screaming Jims for a fucking reason. Yeah, what I'd really like to do is pick up another Paystar, but for now, I'm going to go attach probably my flatbed trailer and I can more than likely find a local Elko run here that'll pay me a few $100. Waste some time while the time is ticking over to the right moment. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting a hella lag right now. I want to say it's probably because of something running in the background. Let me see, I can turn off system monitor, I can push away my settings, I can close the Steam overlay. I don't need a stream of my stream going. I can close Discord for now. That should free up some available resources. But yeah, was it one of these, the F5D70, I want to say that says. One of these would be amazing to have a second one of. This truck only cost me like 30 grand, brand new. Of course, it is a kind of underpowered truck, but it's for local runs. It's for new drivers to use. So I usually start them off with that. Like, I just hired this guy, so I start them off with this. But for right now, let's go ahead, hook up one of the trailers. Let's see, what? Oh, okay, so he's already got the flatbed right now. So the tanker trailer is probably the only one I can really use at the moment, because it's here at least. Well, let's see if I can find a local run with this. I don't think I can. I'll probably have to just go to the fucking freight market, but yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, that freed up performance a lot. Cargo market. Let's see if there's any. There really isn't even anything in Flagstaff. I'd have to go to Hallbrook, or yeah, I'd have to go to Hallbrook to even get a load with this thing right now. At least they're fairly decent paying loads, which is nice for such a small trailer. This trailer was the cheapest tanker I could buy, and that's exactly why I bought it. I wanted to see if I could actually make any profits with one, or if it would have just been a waste. It's not a waste. This thing does get its use. It looks like I'm not going to be using it this time. Go back into my garage management. Slow goings here. Slow goings. Alright. Let's go ahead and detach the fuel tanker. Dismiss. That thing's probably not going to get used all that much for a while, because my drivers that are here, I don't think either one of them have... Oh, well. Casimir's. Yeah, that name. He's got 2 hazmat endorsements, so, I mean, I guess he can use it. Yeah, he should be able to use that tanker. But anyway, probably should have that truck, or that trailer shipped back to Elko. That way my trained hazmat driver can use it. Let's see what's here, though. Flagstaff. Flagstaff to Flagstaff. You got any? Nothing. There's a Hallbrook run. But that's still... Ugh. Man, the market's just really not great around here right now. You know what? This actually gives me a good opportunity. Especially since I need to check and see something right now. I have a concurrent viewer! Hello, viewer. 2 concurrent viewers! Hello, viewers! But that reminds me, I guess. I've been meaning to buy another trailer anyway. So, might as well get that done. For local runs. Custom config. Yeah, I've been wanting to buy a dry van trailer like this. Should 18.5 for that. 16 for this one. That's still only a 32 footer. Indeed. I don't really want one of the single axle ones, because I know you can't really get great loads with those. Get it in my company colors. And let's customize this thing a little bit. And by customize, I mean make it cheaper by giving it split wheels and crappy Goodyear high miler tires. Boom. How to reduce costs. Just give it split wheels. Hub. Alright, I do want zinc bud duals though. I'm not even going to put the Stemcos on this trailer because, like I said, this thing really should only be used for local stuff. Maybe runs to like Kingman and Hallbrook, but I don't think this one's going to be leaving the area much, so it should be fine in pretty much this configuration. But it is expensive. Sucks. Maybe I will. I'm gonna have to go with the single axle one if I want to keep my money. Yeah. For now, honestly, it should work. I mean, probably won't be the most profitable trailer, but I probably also won't be the main person pulling it. Probably be one of my drivers more often than not. So yeah, that won't work. $39,000 fucking dollars. And then the rest of my money is going to be going towards that Paystar when I actually get it. So, now that all that's done, back out again, pull back forward again. There we go. Now I should be able to attach that trailer, and I'd bet you that you can get local runs with this damn thing. That's usually what I would do with these dry van trailers. So, let's see. If there's no local runs, I'm gonna be mad. Let's see. Jobs, cargo market. Flagstaff. There isn't. That's gay. No. Page. There's some short runs, but I didn't really want to leave the area right now. So, I guess there's a run to Holbrook there. Is there any Arizona runs that actually pay decent? Maybe. Yeah, I might go for it. No, not really. Not unless I'm going on a decently long run through the state, which I don't want to do. Yeah, it's gonna have to be one of these. So, which one is longer? I honestly think the Holbrook run's longer. So we'll go ahead and do this one, and then when I get back, should be fine. And if you guys are wondering, I am using a controller now, so maybe we won't have mishaps like when I first was streaming this game. I wish I could have my chat pulled up so I could see it in real time, but I don't have that second monitor hooked up right now. I did get both of the big old Hitachi monitors over here, so that's cool. I've been able to play around with them. They really do match each other very well. One's a little older than the other, but the colors and everything, they match each other very well. So when they are next to each other, it's a very pleasant experience. I can't see jack. Cheating. See, I'm not trying to pull out in front of this dude. That looks pretty nice, the blue trailer with the blue truck. Yeah. That's pretty. Gosh, the lags, I think some of it's the weather. Some of it's probably the streaming, too. I do need some upgrades on the computer. No, I forgot that you guys can see me. Yeah, controller. Completely forgot. You guys can see everything I'm doing. In a very, very, very little window. Nothing like jet black percolated coffee. Bad enough that I am about to just turn the rain off because it's like the lag it's just annoying me. Try to deal with it. Maybe it'll just go away on its own, or I'll get out of town and it'll stop. But if it doesn't stop pretty soon, I'm going to get pissed off and turn it off. So we wanted the Kingman Run. Gotta get my honey. Try not to be too loud, but this truck does not make that easy. Okay, I gotta load over there, I guess. Okay. So I actually really picked the right way to go. Yeah, it would have been a bitch if I had driven around the building the other way. Thankfully, I've got this short-ass trailer. I've been pulling a big old articulated lowboy for a while, so this thing feels great. It feels like nothing. Yeah, if this lag doesn't stop, I am gonna get. You know what? I'm sick and tired of saying it. I'm turning the weather off, or at least turning the quality on it down to like low, because that's getting annoying. Environment, weather quality. Why is it on high anyway? Low. There. Let's see, how much worse does that look? It doesn't really look any different. Sure did help with the lag though. Loading us up. And alright. I'll hit the gas station on the way out of town because this thing is terrible on gas. Although with this trailer it should be a little better. You tell my controller has a little bit of stick drift. Can I get it to do it? There it goes. I'm not touching nothing. Not too bad though. It's like the worst time of day to be able to see, too. They have a stop sign, you know. Popping, by the way, that would be my speakers, because for some reason only at low volume they pop. If I turn the volume back up to where I normally have it, they won't pop, but at the same time I wouldn't be able to hear myself think, much less talk for the stream. You just hear engine noise. Fucking trucks. Love having a cab over. I can just get right out in there. Just to see. fucking bad luck. I hate it when that happens, real life or in this game, when the light turns green right when you lose all your momentum. You couldn't have changed 5 seconds earlier and I didn't have to use my brakes, asshole. It's ridiculous. Alright, let's get this bitch fueled. Yeah, this truck suffers from two problems when it comes to fueling. Number one, it's not very good on fuel. Number two, it does not have a very big fuel tank. It's only like 130 gallons, I want to say. 130, 150 gallons. Yeah, it's 150. Which, for a long haul truck, that sucks. Like, that really, really sucks. And I do think I might want to get myself into a Mack Ultraliner at some point. These old F-Series Macs are great, but the Ultraliners are a little more feature-packed, and I'm pretty sure they come with bigger tanks. I want to keep it in a Mac, I want to keep it in a cab over, but it might be time to do a little upgrading. And I need to check my stream real quick, make sure that I'm not just like talking into the ether. I'm not talking into the ether, so that's good. All right. Brakes. I forgot I turned my brake sensitivity way down because it's way too high by default. And that means the brakes on this truck are more like an actual semi-truck. It's hard to stop. You better plan out your stops a little bit before you actually do it. Nice cup of warm Joe. I wanted to get something out for YouTube. Unfortunately, my phone camera is not working, nor is Moltar's PC. So, yeah, I gotta get some things set up for analog video capture. I really want to do it on this PC, but the analog capture cards that I have are all old school PCI. And this computer only has one slot for that. Oh, Jesus. Drop something. Shit. Alright. Little distraction there. Why do my lights always end up off? I never turn the lights off on this truck. Never. Are they on now? They're on now. Wait, I think. Yeah, they're on now. I never turn the lights off on this truck, and yet somehow they end up off sometimes. hate the random events in this game. At least I avoided it. Fucking idiots. I gotta turn my brake sensitivity up a little bit, because that's like unreal. That's like I don't have brakes bad. So, still kinda getting used to this. Brake sensitivity, let's turn it down to 20. Oh, that's the problem. This trigger's messed up. It's not that my brakes are bad, it's that the trigger, it's like, okay, this is pressing the trigger. This is pushing it a little off to the right. So this trigger is just straight up messed up. That's kind of funny. Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind. If I want a little more brakes, push it off to the right a little bit. Noted. Honestly, I probably did better flying off into the dirt there than I would have been trying to move into traffic. These fucking assholes won't let me in. So, I honestly probably did myself a better service by just plowing off into the dirt like that. Staff room back. That'd be nice. I don't need to go running this truck up to 75. It doesn't really like running that fast. 70 though, it'll do just fine. Spend so much time hauling super duper duper heavy shit with this truck that I forget that when you actually have a normal load, just a dry van trailer like this or something, it's pretty decently fast truck for, you know, early 70s stuff. It's got the Silver Series 8P71 twin turbo Detroit in it. Pretty much the best two-stroke you can get for this, well, the best 8V two-stroke you can get. I had a 6V in this truck, but this 8, it's a trade-off. The 6V actually makes more raw power than this motor does, but this motor, I'm surprised they even bother to, like, kind of simulate it here. It has more crank weight, so when you're, like, slowing the thing, when you're jake braking, it's more effective. When you let off the gas, it holds its inertia a little bit better. It's kind of hard to explain, but the 8V, being a V8 instead of a V6, just has more inertia, so it becomes a bit easier to control your truck with it versus a 6V. I want to eventually order one of these trucks with a 12V for heavy hauling, but as you can see, my bank account's a little bit in the toilet right now because of a lot of new shit that I bought. Hiring new drivers and buy new trucks and shit. There's a lot of them. Thankfully, international pay stars are extremely cheap, so for now, I'm going to order probably another K-Star exactly like the one I already bought. I'll buy another identical one, and I'll keep those two around, one at each facility for new drivers because they're cheap and fairly easy on the road. And then once we've built some money up with those, I can buy more Macs and maybe a Ford. I'd love to get a Ford 9000 series. I want the Ford 9000 cab over, but I'm not sure they even have a mod for those. I know the LTL 9000 standard nose has a mod for this game, but I don't know about the cab owners. sucker for not having a nose on these trucks. Cab overs are just a joy to drive because of how maneuverable they are. This particular is a joy to drive because it's a screaming AV71 Mac with sunroofs. You don't want to know how much extra the sunroofs cost instead of getting a flat top truck. Expect. Now I can shave off speed okay without barreling into my brakes full stop. Alright, in Kingman, Arizona. I've been on this interchange so many times in the real world, oh my goodness. Used to take this route all the time through Arizona to Phoenix. Right short, really? It's a single axle trailer, I can do it. I think. Chase the fuck out of this thing because it's a fucking single axle. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah, baby. Ooh baby. Ooh baby, a single axle. Right in there. Right in there, like a glove. Having to back up that fucking articulated trailer has made this so simple. Articulated trailers suck. Straight. I almost had it, and then I turned the wrong way real quick. Alright, come on. Don't be a dick. Alright. On to another frickin' load. Excellent. Cool. View current company job offers. There are no current offers. That's frickin' gay. Okay. Let's see if we got a Kingman run all the way back to... Where is it? Flagstaff. There we go. There one that might pay better? Probably not. Yeah, no, there's not. Alright, well, at least there is one going out there. And it's a $3,000 load. That's not half bad. $3,000 for a short load like that, not bad at all. And with this trailer. I will say that that is a joy about having these little 28 foot, I want to say it, yeah, 28 foot trailers. Might as well be driving a car. There's no having to swing way the hell out. There's no having to deal with really any ass swing because the axe is right there at the back. So you don't ever clip cars with this. At least if you halfway know what you're doing, you probably won't. Let's check the stream. Time to check and see. Oh my god, I'm still streaming. And for anyone who may wonder, why do I do this? Because I'm bored. It's my weekend. I want to be lazy today, which means being on my beautiful PC here. And I want someone to talk to, and you people are people to talk to, so I do that. Got the two U's with the YouTubes. What? Awesome. Glad I'm not monetized, because I'm pretty sure YouTube has some kind of monetization policy against smoking. But screw you, YouTube, I'm a smoker. In manual mode, by the way, for anyone who might be thinking, man, this dude's using automatic mode, fucking feet and shit. No, I'm not. I'm shifting like a pro. When you obsess over trucks like this, one of the first things you learn how to do is shift them. Because it's a feat in itself to be able to, know what you're doing when shifting a older semi-truck. They're not exactly as intuitive as a stick shift Corolla. Gargle Market! I want to go to Flagstaff. Take me to Flagstaff. The ground is so white I can hardly see it. No, I turned the wrong way again. God damn it. There we go. Don't quite know how you're gonna load me from there, but hey, whatever. Maybe I'm just in waiting. That's what I'm gonna lure it as, is I'm just parking here to wait for me to be loaded. I don't need to take a screenshot. Go fuck yourself. Alright. Take a drink every time I go, alright, during this stream. You'll be fucking drunk in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. Alright. If YouTube has a policy, I probably broke it. Unless it's like something really bad, because I don't really do anything really bad. I'm just offensive. That's why I'm more than likely shadow banned. Can't really tell if you are or aren't. My channel's already small to begin with, so it really doesn't make much of a difference. Alright. God damn it. I gotta stop doing that. It's like a tick. I swear. Like, I don't even think to say alright. I just do that all the time when I'm playing this game specifically. Like, every step of the process, I go, alright. It's fucking stupid. Usually people will criticize the way other people talk. I'm too busy criticizing the way I talk and getting mad about it to ever do that to someone else. I'm not a very fond person of me. Oh, goddamn. Don't stall it, dash. Oh my. Open the gate. Who opened the gate? I'm pulling out. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, let's start pushing off. Stop it. I don't think that was the right button. Oh yeah, scroll lock, that's what it is. No? Okay, well I don't remember which button controls that, but I'm gonna have to figure it out at some point. Shut it down, shift. Shut it down, shift. Yes! They got short the on-ramps in this game, Mark. There's one thing I cannot stand about American Truck Simulator. How you gonna give me no on-ramp when I'm driving a damn truck? These are what on-ramps are for. You and your little piss-ass Honda can get up to speed fast enough. This thing can. God forbid if I just get launched out onto the highway, somebody hits me, they're the one that pays for it, not me. I just have a bent underride guard. You're dead. So it would be really nice if American Truck Simulator didn't give us tiny on-ramps. I don't know. Maybe on-ramps really are like that, and I just never noticed. Like, I know the ones in Vegas are huge. You can get on the freeway and then have time if you're in Las Vegas. As far as other cities go, I haven't really traversed them enough to know. Well, when carrying a normal load, this truck really does sing. When carrying a 70,000, 80,000 pound load, it's less singing, it's more screaming. Trying to smoke and use a controller, it's the easiest thing in the world. Stop it. It seems like there is a portion of my channel that loves cars, but a lot of them are, well, a lot of you guys, I guess, are not quite as interested in the automotive aspect of my channel. But I'll do it anyway, just because I like it. This channel is about posting what I like, and if other people happen to like it, that's awesome. And if other people don't happen to like it, that kind of sucks. CRT like this, oh, you can see every pixel in the digital signal with a CRT like this. Make it back into Flagstaff, drop this load, and then I should be able to go and purchase that new truck. I gotta turn that off like now. I don't remember which button it is though, that's the problem. I guess it is pause brake, it just pause brake also does multiple things. That's annoying. That's how you jailbreak a fucking Detroit. Gotta get it way up in that range. Oh, back in Flagstaff. This is a nice town in real life. Ooh, look at that baby. Nice cab over. I want to say that was a Ford. Might have been a Kia. Oh, okay, watch the rest. Lots of older trucks rolling around in this area right now. Funny to have so many gears that your 10th gear tops out at like 25, 30 mile an hour. Alright, where do you need it? Over there? Alright. I should probably take it this way. Again, all right. Didn't notice there was a sidewalk there. Oh well. Boom shakalaka. Sick. Alright, now, alright. Let's check the stream and then I'll head over to the international dealership and buy that Paystar that I was talking about, because those things are worth their money in gold. Decent truck for a very, very decent price. International dealership's right up the street from here, thankfully. see something cool. What is it over there? Before I do anything else, what is it over there? An ice cream truck? I think that is what that is. Yep. Sucks that it seems like none of the cool trucks are ever parked here. Just these ugly frickin' piece of crap ones. Alright. Again, alright. The International Paystar. As you can see, even in this configuration, it's already cheap. And I'm about to make it even cheaper. I want the short wheelbase one this time. I think the other one I have is actually a... why is there a Cummins badge on that? Get the Detroit 671, because that's perfect for this truck. And it was the fuller 18 speeds that I want for this truck. And I want the one that's better for heavy stuff, because my company hauls a lot of heavy stuff. Standard interior, because this truck can't come with much else. I do like it in this Bimini blue. Bimini? Or is that Bernini? I can't tell. The resolution's kind of low. Alright. And we'll order it with the standard stamp 2-piece wheels, because they're cheaper that way. Yeah, I don't even order these ones with Stemco hubs. I just order them with, you know, standard hubs. Which may or may not be detrimental in the end. No, it's not. I wish this game was that detailed, that like different hubs actually affected you in different ways and stuff, but I don't think they do. All of this is already in its basic form. Chonky chonker. Really? Alright. So, base fuel tank. All that. I do usually get them with the quarter fenders. 6-hand hole. Goodyear Super Miler 20. Got that 20. Bud Zinc handle with the Bud Zinc and the Super Milers. This thing needs mud flaps. I always put Love's mud flaps on them because I go to Love's a lot in the real world. And I think it's kind of funny. 28 grand. Here, look at that. That can't get much a cheaper truck than that. Granted, this thing is fairly incapable of most things in this form, but that's fine. These, like I said before, this particular model truck, I buy these as a, what would you call it, a learner's truck, I guess? Because they're super duper cheap, durable, good trucks. And I can get them with Detroit diesels in them. Even cheaper than I can get any other trucks with Detroit diesels in them. And they're usually cheap. No, I don't. I want it delivered to Elko, actually. Right into the hands of my newly hired driver. Sick. That is the brokest I have been in this game, I think, since I started this. Like, by far. But these trucks, they make their money back fairly quickly, so I'm not worried about it. So let me actually go into... Oh, that's right. I need to go back to the house for that. The garage. So let me... detach my trailer and get my driver set up. Yes, I run stop signs don't do that in the real world, just here. I really should rebind my controls a little bit, but with the way I have them bound now, I'm already fairly used to it, so I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Yeah. Alright. Trailer manager. Detach this. Dismiss. And the driver manager. Let's see, it would be Martin here. Needs. What do I even want to have him trained in? Let's do high value cargo for him. He goes fragile. This dude trains under hazardous. This one's high value. High value. So most of everyone's getting trained on high value except for him right now. Okay. So he's just kind of sitting around, it looks like. What are you doing? Roof shingles from Flagstaff to Phoenix. I mean, I wouldn't want to drive that in the International with the 671, but you do you, bud. And then he just got his truck, and he's just seemingly chilling out. Oh, he's heading back. Got my 5-star driver here. All right. Well, that leaves everything covered. Back this bitch up or something. All right. Well, it was a couple of good runs. Some nice skylight coming through my sunroofs there. Couple of good runs. A brand new International Paystar. Brand new, quote unquote. And I get to stare at this ugly duckling baby of a truck more. Because this is mine. I've been thinking about doing some more to this truck. I'm stuck somewhere between duke it out, actually make it cool looking, and just kind of leave it looking like a company truck, because I eventually want to get a new truck and retire this to one of my drivers. So it really should just stay looking like a company truck, honestly. Maybe the next one I get for myself, at least, I'll deck it out or something. But this one's just a company truck. It's just the nicest of one of the nicest of the company trucks. There's two nice ones in my fleet. This one and a Mack R700 that was my old truck that I retired off to my first driver. Then the rest of the trucks are complete fleet ones. There's another F700 like this one, but it's got no options, a shitty engine. It's not very nice truck compared to this. It's a day cab and everything. And then there's an R600 that's also super base model, and you saw the Paystar I just got. I have two of those. So 2 nice trucks and 4 base trucks. I would say I'm growing a decent company here. And it's all using nothing but these type of trucks. I don't drive no Plastomatic, aerodynamic, Chinomatic, full of plastic crap. To me, this is a truck. This is a rough and tumble truck. And it's awesome. Would never want to drive a Freightliner Cascadia. And I don't think anyone who dreams of trucking ever wants to drive a Freightliner Cascadia. We all dream of these big, ugly monsters that scream at you and hurt your fingers with the shifter, and the steering wheel's hard to turn, and it smells bad, and it's covered in oil, and this is a truck. This is a real truck. None of that Plastomatic Aero Cab bullcrap. Well, okay, I have an Aero Cab. It has the executive, quote-unquote, Aero cab. I don't know how aero you would really call that. It's still a brick in the wind, but it's more aerodynamic than a flat cab truck, barely. So with that being said, I will see you guys on the next stream or the next video or the next whatever it is I'm doing at that time. But I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed doing it. And I'm probably going to make a little bit more progress on ATS before I have to actually be an adult for the day.